If you feel anxious before or during ranked in Valorant, you're not alone. This is a predictable response based on how your brain processes threat, reward, and social evaluation. Here are 5 main causes of ranked anxiety and exactly how to reduce their impact. 1. Loss aversion and RR pressure. Your brain is naturally more sensitive to losses than to gains. This is called loss aversion. Losing RR feels psychologically stronger than gaining RR feels rewarding. Because of that, ranked starts to feel like something you need to protect, not something you can freely perform in. The internal narrative becomes, do not lose what you already have, and that creates pressure. To counter this, you need to shift your focus away from outcomes and toward process. Before each match, define 1 or 2 controllable elements of your gameplay, such as crosshair placement, positioning, or ability usage. After the match, evaluate only those elements. When your brain focuses on execution instead of results, the perceived threat level drops, and your performance becomes more stable. 2. Social evaluation threat. Your brain treats being judged by others as a real threat. This activates stress responses that increase self-monitoring and slow down your decisions. You stop playing naturally and start monitoring yourself. Even in silence, your brain can generate thoughts like, they think I'm bad, or I'm holding the team back. To reduce this, you need to lower the sense of being evaluated. If communication increases your stress, muting voice or text chat is a valid form of regulation, not avoidance. At the same time, it helps to consciously assume that your teammates are focused on their own gameplay rather than analyzing yours. Replacing imagined judgment with neutral assumptions reduces self-consciousness and allows your decision-making to become more automatic again. 3. Perfectionism and expectations. If you are trying to improve, you likely have high expectations for your performance. The problem appears when your brain interprets mistakes as evidence that you are playing badly. In reality, mistakes are unavoidable in a fast-paced tactical game. What you are experiencing is not failure, but normal variance. When every mistake is treated as something negative, pressure builds up. A more effective approach is to treat mistakes as information. After an error, you can ask whether it was caused by a lack of knowledge or a failure in execution. This keeps your thinking task-oriented instead of emotionally reactive, which reduces anxiety and improves learning at the same time. 4. Negative past experiences. Your brain learns through repetition and association. If ranked has been linked with toxic interactions, frustration, or repeated losses, your brain starts to treat it as a threat environment. This is why anxiety can appear even before the match begins. To change this response, you need to repeatedly experience ranked in a regulated state. Before queuing, even a short period of slow breathing can lower physiological tension. During the match, focusing on a single, simple objective helps stabilize attention. After the match, reviewing your gameplay without emotional judgment prevents reinforcing the negative association. Over time, your brain updates its expectations, and ranked stops triggering the same stress response. 5. Lack of control and uncertainty. Your brain prefers situations where outcomes are predictable and controllable. Ranked removes both. You cannot control your teammates, matchmaking, or many in-game variables. This often leads to thoughts like, this is out of my hands, which increases stress and reduces engagement. What helps here is clearly separating what you control from what you don't. You control your positioning, your utility usage, your communication, and your reactions. You do not control your teammates or the final result of the match. When you define your role as executing your responsibilities as well as possible, your sense of control becomes internal rather than external. This shift reduces anxiety and allows for more consistent performance. Ranked anxiety is the result of normal psychological mechanisms interacting with a high-pressure environment. When you change how your brain interprets ranked, you change how you experience it. And when that changes, your performance follows naturally.